Hey there, folks. Stephen Colbert here, your friendly neighborhood New Yorker, and today we're heading south, way south, to the great state of Texas. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cowboys, oil barons, and more land than you can shake a stick at. Well, you're not wrong. But Texas is so much more than those cliches, though they are pretty fun cliches, gotta admit. Think of Texas as America's rebellious teenager, always pushing boundaries, doing things its own way, and yeah, sometimes getting a little loud about it. It's a state with a big personality, a rich history, and a whole lot of heart. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take a whirlwind tour of the Lone Star State, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. We're going to dive into everything Texas, from its legendary size, spoiler alert, it's huge, to its vibrant culture, its finger-licking good food, and its unique brand of Southern hospitality. By the end of this here essay, you'll be ready to pack your bags, slap on a Stetson, and yell "Yee-haw" with the best of them, or at least order a plate of tacos without looking like a total Yankee. So without further ado, let's mosey on down to the Lone Star State, shall we? First things first, let's talk about size. When we say Texas is big, we mean it's bigger than life itself. Texas is big, y'all, like really big. It's not just a state, it's a whole experience. I'm talking 268,596 square miles of big, making it the second largest state in the U.S. That's a lot of ground to cover. Alaska's got us beat, but we won't hold that against them. Alaska may be larger, but Texas has a charm and character all its own. To put that into perspective, you could fit the entire country of France inside Texas twice, with room to spare for a couple of Eiffel Towers and a baguette or two. Imagine driving from Paris to Paris without ever leaving Texas. And with all that space comes a whole lot of people. Texas isn't just vast in land, it's vast in population too. Texas boasts a population of over 29 million, a mix of native Texans, folks who got here as fast as they could, and everyone in between. It's a state where diversity thrives. This melting pot of cultures has created a unique tapestry of traditions, languages, and cuisines, making Texas a truly diverse and vibrant place to be. From Tex-Mex to barbecue, the food scene here is second to none. Now you might be thinking, all that space, it's got to be all tumbleweeds and desert, right? Wrong again. Texas is full of surprises. Texas has got it all. Rolling hills, piney woods, deserts, beaches, mountains, you name it. It's a state of contrasts and endless possibilities. You can go from two-stepping in a honky-tonk 1 minute to surfing the waves on Galveston Island the next. The diversity in activities is as vast as the state itself. It's like having a whole bunch of states rolled into one giant, Lone Star-shaped package. Whether you're into nature, history, or modern attractions, Texas has it all. So whether you're a city slicker or a country bumpkin, a history buff, or a foodie, Texas has something for everyone. From the bustling streets of Houston to the serene landscapes of the hill country, there's a place for you here. Just remember, everything is bigger in Texas, including the welcome you'll receive. The hospitality here is as grand as the state itself, making you feel right at home from the moment you arrive. All right, folks, time for a little history lesson. Now, I know history isn't everyone's favorite subject, especially when it involves remembering dates. But trust me, Texas history is anything but boring. It's a tale filled with larger-than-life characters, dramatic battles, and a spirit of independence that still resonates today. This state's been through a lot. Wars, revolutions, you name it, and it's got the battle scars and the stories to prove it. From the early settlers who braved the wild frontier to the modern-day Texans who continue to shape the state's legacy, every chapter of Texas history is a testament to resilience and determination. We gotta start with the Alamo, folks. This isn't just any old building, it's a cornerstone of Texan identity. This iconic Spanish mission in San Antonio is more than just a pile of old rocks. It's a symbol of Texan courage and independence. The Alamo stands as a reminder of the fierce battle that took place here and the brave souls who fought for their freedom. Back in 1836, a small group of Texan soldiers held out against a much larger Mexican army for 13 days, ultimately losing the battle but inspiring a whole revolution. Their sacrifice became a rallying cry, "Remember the Alamo," that fueled the fight for Texas independence. Remember the Alamo? You bet your sweet tea Texans do. It's a story passed down through generations, a tale of heroism that every Texan knows by heart. But Texas's history goes way beyond the Alamo. The state's past is a rich tapestry woven with diverse cultures and significant events. This land was once home to Native American tribes ruled by Spain and even existed as its own republic for a hot minute. The influence of these early inhabitants and rulers can still be seen in the state's culture, architecture, and place names. The Republic of Texas was a sovereign nation from 1836 to 1845, a brief but impactful period that left a lasting mark on the state's identity. Texans take great pride in this unique chapter of their history. It joined the United States in 1845, adding its star to the American flag and bringing its rich history and culture into the fold of the nation. Texas seceded during the Civil War. Don't worry, we're all friends now. A tumultuous time that tested the state's unity and resolve. The scars of this conflict are still visible in the many historical sites and reenactments that keep this period alive, and has played a major role in everything from cattle ranching to the space race. Texas's contributions to agriculture, industry, and science have been significant, shaping not just the state, but the entire country. So, yeah, Texas has a past, and a pretty darn interesting one at that. Every era has added a new layer to the state's rich history, making it a fascinating subject for anyone willing to dive in. It's a history that shaped the state's identity, its culture, and its people. From the cowboy spirit to the space-age innovations, Texas's past is a key to understanding its present. And trust me, once you spend a little time in the Lone Star State, you'll be spouting off Texas trivia like a true history buff, or at least be able to impress your friends at your next trivia night. So next time you hear, "Remember the Alamo," you'll know it's more than just a phrase. It's a call to remember the rich and vibrant history of Texas. Section 4. From Chili to BBQ, a culinary showdown. All right, folks, enough about history. Let's talk about something truly important: food. And not just any food, but the kind that makes your mouth water and your stomach growl just thinking about it. And trust me, when it comes to food, Texas does not disappoint. This state is a culinary treasure trove, offering a smorgasbord of flavors that cater to every palate. From its finger-licking barbecue to its spicy chili, Texas cuisine is a delicious fusion of flavors, traditions, and, of course, a whole lot of meat. It's a place where food is not just sustenance, but a way of life. Let's start with the big kahuna of Texas food: barbecue. This isn't just a meal, it's an experience, a ritual that brings people together. Now, I'm not talking about your backyard grilling here, folks. This is a whole different ballgame. Texas barbecue is a serious business, a slow-smoked meat lover's paradise where brisket reigns supreme. The process is an art form, requiring patience, skill, and a whole lot of love. Whether you prefer it dry-rubbed or slathered in sauce, Texas barbecue is a must-try for any self-respecting foodie. The flavors are rich, the meat is tender, and the experience is unforgettable. But hold on, Texas ain't just about barbecue, though it could be and we wouldn't complain. The culinary landscape here is as diverse as its people. This state's got a whole lot of culinary tricks up its sleeve, from Tex-Mex favorites like tacos, which are a staple in any Texan's diet, enchiladas and fajitas, to hearty chicken fried steak. Each dish tells a story, a blend of cultures and traditions that have shaped Texas cuisine. And let's not forget the creamy queso that'll make you want to lick the bowl. Don't worry, we won't judge. It's the perfect companion to any meal, adding a touch of indulgence. And don't even get me started on the chili. This isn't just any chili, it's a dish that has its own season and a dedicated following. Now, I know what you're thinking. Chili's a winter dish, but in Texas, it's a year-round affair. Not in Texas, my friend. Here, chili is enjoyed no matter the season, and it's a dish that brings people together. Texans take their chili seriously, so seriously that they even have a chili cook-off season. It's a time when the best of the best come together to showcase their skills. And let me tell you, these ain't your mama's chili cook-offs. We're talking serious competition, folks, with bragging rights and secret recipes passed down through generations. We're talking serious competition, folks, with bragging rights and secret recipes passed down through generations. It's a culinary battle that brings out the best in every participant. So loosen your belt buckle, grab a fork, and get ready to experience the culinary delights of Texas. Each bite is a journey, a taste of the state's rich culinary heritage. Just remember, come hungry, y'all, because everything is bigger in Texas, especially the portions, and trust me, you won't leave disappointed. Section 5. Get your boots on Texas music scene. All right, folks, let's talk music. Texas and music go together like cowboys and hats, like barbecue and sauce, like... Well, you get the picture. Music is woven into the very fabric of Texas culture. from the honky-tonks of Fort Worth to the concert halls of Austin, and trust me, it's a sound you won't soon forget. Now, when you think of Texas music, you might picture a bunch of fellas in Stetsons strumming guitars and singing about heartbreak and pickup trucks. And yeah, you'll find plenty of that good old country music in Texas, but the state's musical landscape is as diverse as its population. We're talking blues, jazz, rock and roll, Tejano, and everything in between. Texas has birthed some of the biggest names in music history, from Janis Joplin and Buddy Holly to Beyoncé and Selena. And with countless live music venues, festivals, and honky-tonks, there's always a place to tap your toes and two-step the night away. So whether you're a seasoned music aficionado or just looking for a good time, Texas's music scene won't disappoint. Just remember to pack your dancing shoes, because in Texas, music is more than just something you listen to, it's something you feel in your soul.